It is 6 o'clock here on WUSA 9, and we start with two big breaking stories out of Fairfax County. It is a busy Wednesday night. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall. So here's what we are tracking right now. First up, two police officers are in the hospital, and a suspect is dead after a shooting during a traffic stop. This happened about 3 hours ago in Fair Oaks.
And then in Belhaven, a student is recovering from some serious injuries after a stabbing at a high school. Police say a 15-year-old is now in custody.
Our team has it all covered for you tonight. Let's start with that officer-involved shooting in Fair Oaks. Our Matt Gregory is live at that scene tonight with more on what we're learning at 6 o'clock. Matt.
Guys, so at this point, the investigation continues. We're learning at least more of the narrative details. We expect more throughout the hours and into tomorrow, but at this point, the Major Crimes Unit has taken over the investigation here. You can see they're still working the scene here in Fair Oaks quite extensively. Let's take you through what happened, because this was a very fast and high-pressure situation. Around 2:30 in the afternoon, Chief Davis of the Fairfax County Police says an officer attempted to pull over a sedan. The sedan was going to be pulled over for speeding as well as expired tags. When the officer approached the car, we're told that the suspect acted irrationally and a bit erratically, as well as not identifying himself and saying he did have a gun in a holster on him. A second officer showed up a few minutes after that. That officer also, with this first officer, trying to stop the man from reaching for his gun. He kept doing it. This is what Chief Davis of the Fairfax County Police says. And a third officer arrived on the scene with them. Now, at some point, the suspect reached for the gun in the holster, pulled it out, and shot both officers who were at the driver's side door at 2 to 3 foot range, almost point blank, hitting them in the elbows and the midsection. Both have non-life-threatening injuries. The third officer shot and killed the suspect on the scene right there. And that's when this investigation began. Now, we talked with Chief Davis not long ago, about an hour or so, and he said this was a high-pressure situation that required quick thinking by his officers.
I'm certain that these officers are lucky to be alive. I'm certain that they were fired upon by a gunman whose intention was to kill them. And I'm certain that the bravery exhibited by the third officer on the scene ultimately saved their lives.
Bravery that saved their lives. That's what you heard from Chief Davis right now. So as we're working through the rest of this investigation, we've learned that the suspect was a 36-year-old from the area. He's a male. We were not told whether or not they will be releasing the name tonight, but we do believe, Chief Davis said, they will release that information by tomorrow. Now, as far as body camera footage, yes, there is body camera footage. There's also dash cam footage. In fact, that entire narrative, Chief Davis says, was provided by him looking over that footage. So we expect that to be released within the next 30 days. But again, 2 officers shot with non-life-threatening injuries taken to the hospital. The suspect at the traffic stop dead, shot by a third officer. We're going to continue working the scene here. My colleague Katie Lusso has been on the scene speaking with witnesses, people who saw what unfolded afterwards, and she will have more of that. And of course, we're going to continue following up this major crimes investigation here in Fairfax County. In Fair Oaks, I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you.
It's been quite a day for the officers there in Fairfax County and the community.
Yeah, and you heard from the police chief saying they know who this they're familiar with this 36-year-old gunman here, and he lived not too far away from the scene here. We expect to learn more about him soon. Matt, thank you.